पापहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसंपदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्. Very, very beautiful occasion now where the cause for the avatara, we call avatara. The word avatara means the descending of Paramatma, who is present everywhere, but for the mind of the human being it appears from top he is coming. It appears that he is coming from top. Therefore, the word avataranam means descending to the earth from wherever he is. So from wherever a thing might come onto the earth, we say it has fallen down. It has fallen down. So here we have Paramatma descending onto the earth in the form of a human being. Why? Why is that? What is the cause for Paramatma to come as a human being? So that is being elaborated here. So मैं तुम सन कहूँ सब, सुन मुनि समन लाई, राम कथा कलिमल हरनी, मंगल करनि सुहाई. O Bharadwaj Rishi, Yajnavalkya Rishi is telling now, O Bharadwaj Rishi, now I am going to tell you everything. Now listen to me with rapt attention. Kalimal Harani, that which removes all the impurities caused by the Kali Yuga. The Kali Yuga itself has got certain traits, certain characteristics. In this Kali Yuga there is cheating, in this Kali Yuga there is stealing, in this Kali Yuga there is wickedness, in this Kali Yuga there is, deceit in every form. So Kali Yuga causes impurities just by the very nature of itself. So once you read the Ram Katha, listen to the Ram Katha, this impurity will slowly diminish on its own. Ram Katha Kalimal Harani Mangal Karani Suha. It's going to do all auspiciousness. It's going to bring auspiciousness into the heart of the beings. Swayambhu Manu Arusatu Rupa, Jinte Bhainar Srishti Anupa, Dampati Dharma Acharannika, Ajahum Gav Shruti Jin Kelika. In the process of creation or the process of the advent of the living beings with particular reference to human beings on this earth, the Bharatiya Samskriti speaks of Manu as the first human form. It's very surprising that you see the word Manu has been used in the Puranas again since time immemorial. We do not know the origin of the Puranas from Bhagavan Vedavyasa's mouth. There he has used the word Manu, and he specified that there are 14 Manus in one Kalpa, in one Manvantara. That is one Manvantara, Vaivasvata, in one Kalpa. So Kalpa is 1000 Chaturyugas. 1000 Chaturyugas is equal to 43,20,000 into 1000. 43,20,000 human years into 1000. So 14 Manus will be there. And each Manu, the particular age will be called by the name of that Manu. So we always, today also you see, if you can just find out when the first Sankalpa was done in Bharat. In any temple you go, definitely they will do a Sankalpa. If you find out, try to find out when the first Sankalpa was done, you will be surprised. This is time immemorial this practice has come. In this Sankalpa specifically we say Vaivasvata Manvantare. Vaivasvata Manvantare. Every Sankalpa, everywhere they will say this one, all over Bharat. This particular Manvantara is called Vaivasvata Manvantara. So there are 14 Manvantaras. Among them, one Manvantara is Swayambhuva Manvantara. So it is earlier to this Manvantara. So in that Manvantara, the Manu was called as Swayambhu. From the word Manu only Manushya has come, Manava has come, man has come, German word Man, M-A-N-N has come from the word Manu. So how old it is you can imagine. So Swayambhu Manu Aru Satrupa. Manu, Swayambhu Manu and his wife Satrupa. These two people, Jinite Bhai Narasrishti Anupa. Because of whom only Narasrishti has started. All the human beings have come from Manu and Satrupa. Dampati Dharma Acharananika. They were a Dampati, husband and wife. Dharma Acharananika. Very beautifully they used to perform all good activities. Ajahu Gav Shruti Jinike Lika. Even today the Shruti Vedas also sing their glory. So beautifully they used to live. Nripa Uttana Pada Suttasu Dhruva Hari Bhagat Bhayav Sutjasu Laghu Suttanam Priya Bratatahi Veda Purana Prasansa Hijahi. Manu and Satrupa had a son by name Uttanapada. And Uttanapada had two sons. One first son was called as Dhruva, who was a great Hari Bhakta, who did tapasya at the age of 5. At the age of 5 itself he went to the forest, and because he was thrown away from the father's lap by the stepmother. So his mother comes and says, you go into tapasya, I will guide you. So Narada Rishi comes and gives him a mantropadesha and he does tapasya. And he attains a very beautiful position in life, Dhruva. So he had a younger brother by name Priyavrata. And Priyavrata was also a very good king. His mahima, his glory also has been sung by the Vedas. Devahuti Punita Sukumari Jo Muni Kardam Ke Priyanari Adi Deva Prabhu Dina Dayala Jhatar Dhare Ujehi Kripal Kapila Kripala. He had a daughter. This Priyavrata had a daughter. Her name was Devahuti. And Devahuti was the wife of Kardama Muni. And Adideva Prabhu Dina Dayala, Paramatma, decided to come into their womb, in the womb of Devahuti, and he was born as Kapila Rishi. He was born as Kapila Rishi. Sankhya Sastra Jin Pragat Bakhana Tattva Vichar Nipun Bhagavana Tehi Manu Raj Keen Bahukala Prabhu Ayasu Sab Vidhi Pratipala. Sankhya Shastra Jin Pragat Bakhana, Kapil Rishi, Kapil Muni, the son of Devahuti and Kardama Rishi. He was very brilliant. He was an avatar of Paramatma. He is the one who brought the Sankhya Shastra to the world. The Sankhya Shastra is a very, very beautiful Shastra. If you talk about the 6 Shastras in the Bharati Samskriti, we have Purva Mimamsa, Uttara Mimamsa, Sankhya, Yoga, and then we have Nyaya and Vaisheshika. These are the 6 Shastras which we call Shat Shastras. Among them this Shastra, Sankhya Shastra, is very much like the modern science. It talks about the elements which were there, how the elements were formed, and when it will come in this, it will come in the Bhagavata Mahapuran in detail, how the earth, how the world was formed by the different elements. In detail you will get that one. We will talk about it later. So Sankhya Shastra was brought by Kapil Rishi. Tattva Vichara Nipuna Bhagavana. He was very intelligent, very brilliant in the analysis of the elements of this world. Tehi Muni Rajakinu Bahukala, Tehi Manu, that particular Manu whom I am speaking about, Swayambhuva Manu, about whom I told you, he reigned over the world for a long time. Prabhu Ayasu Sabividhi Pratipala, he, by the grace of God, he followed all the principles, the right life. Hoina Vishaya Viraga Bhavana. Hoina Vishaya Viraga. Bhavana Basat Bha Chauthapana. Hridaya Bahut Dukh Laga. Janam Gayo Hari Bhagati Bino. This Manu, Hoi na Vishaya Viraga Bhavana Basat Bha Chauthapana. Remember we had spoken about the 4 ashramas. The 4 ashramas, the first ashrama is called as the Brahmacharya, the Grihastha-ashrama, then Vanaprastha and Sannyasa. Now Chauthapan ka matlab, Chauthapan means the time for taking sannyasa has come already. Chautha jo ashram is already reached that. Hoyana Vishaya Virag, but unfortunately the mind is still lingering in objects of the senses. Still he has not developed dispassion. Still he has not developed vairagya from the life. Still he has got attachment to life. Hoyana Vishaya Viraga Bhavana Basat Bhachauthapan Hridaya Bahu Dukha Laga. Again he is feeling very bad at heart. Janama Gayu Hari Bhagati Vinu. And the entire life itself is going to end without developing devotion for Hari. What a bad state of affairs. Barbas Raj Sutahi Sabadina Nari Samet Gavana Banakina Tirat Baranay Vishabhikyata Ati Punita Sadhak Siddhidata. Somehow, ultimately, he decided that I will bring my successor, and then he gave up the Raja. Although he was still attached to the kingdom, he did not want to give it. He still wanted experience. But now he decided, I have already come to my last stage of my life. At least now if I don't concentrate my life upon God, what is the use of living itself? So he decided, and he called his son and he gave up the entire kingdom to him. Nari Samet Gavana Banakina. So both husband and wife, with consensus, not without consensus. No, not what you call as husband wants to go but wife doesn't want to go, wife wants to go, husband not, that both with one mind, both have decided. Tirthabara Naimisha. They went to the sacred place called as Naimisharanya. Even today this Naimisharanya is there. Please understand, once again geography is coming here. Naimisharanya. All the names of the places in Bharat are named as per the Puranas, Ramayana, Mahabharata. It is not just that somebody discovers a place and gives it a name according to his name. Somebody discovers a place which is already discovered. Somebody comes and discovers, and then because he is able to write something and then publish it, the place takes the name of that person. No, that's not the way. Every single place in Bharat has been named from the Puranas. Geography was completely filled. When we said that how Rama has come from Ayodhya to Lanka, you see what a beautiful map. Again I am repeating, tens of thousands of years back, even before any other persons could find anything, Bharat had that knowledge. That is the beauty of Bharati Samskriti. Basahita Muni Siddha Samaja. Tahiya Harashi Chale Manu Raja. Pantha Jat So Haimati Dhira. Jnana Bhagati Janu Dhare Sarira. Basahita Muni Siddha Samaja. In that Naimisharanya, great Mahatmas are living there. Very, very great Mahatma, because it's such a beautiful place. Ati Punita Sadhaka Siddhidata. So powerful, so sacred, that if sadhaka goes there, he is not disturbed by anything for doing tapasya. Tahahi Harashi Chaleu Manuraja. Now, once he has started from home, he has got Vairagya now. Vairagya has developed because now he has given up everything. He is going with a very happy mind. Pantha Jata Sohahi Mati Dhira Jnana Bhagati Janu Dhare Sarira. As they are walking towards, as they are going towards Naimisharanya, both of them are looking as though they are the embodiments of knowledge and devotion. We will pause here. Hari Om Tat Sat.